Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, the Cavs continue their undefeated season. They beat the Sixers 114-106. No Joel Embiid, no PG. Sat out due to load management. Damn, Joel Embiid just got back, but hey, he need to manage it. Cavs became the sixth team in NBA history to start the season 13-0. Of the previous 5 teams to start 13-0, 4 made the NBA titles. One 4 made the NBA finals, but only one, the 1993-94 Houston Rockets, won the title. The record, if I'm not mistaken, is the Golden State Warriors, who started the season in 2015-16, 24-0.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you personally have a problem with Embiid taking nights off, understanding his situation, his injury history, the fact his size, his weight? I'm just curious. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, and they just gave him a 3-year, $193 million extension.
Okay, so that means you do have a problem with it.
Yeah, I got a problem with a guy not playing. Absolutely. Yeah. The fans have a problem with it too.
Right. Even with understanding on why he has to have load management based on,
Well, they shouldn't they be able to load manage his check? I mean, damn. The guy, Ocho, the guy missed the first 9 games of the season. He comes back, play the game, and now he's out again. Damn.
That was a good one.
Look. This is the problem that you're going to have with him.
Right.
He had an injury history when you drafted him. He's 21. He had injury history at 20.
Right.
What happens as he starts to age?
Oh,
do you think people get lighter? Do athletes get lighter as they age, or do they get heavier and then compound the injury history that they already have?
You're right.
Because if you look at it, I'm trying to, other than Pop, what team has load managed and won the title?
Hey, matter of fact, speaking of Pop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spurs had won the title. Who was the player that was being load managed then at that time?
Well, they used to do it all the time with Tim Duncan. They would Timmy and Tony Parker and Manu. And then, Kawhi came in and they did the thing with Kawhi. But then, they thought Kawhi was faking his injury and he wasn't. And so, that's why he ended up being out of that's why he ended up getting traded out of San Antonio. It's just like, I get it. It's just, I think the thing is the questions, we're always going to have this question, even when his career is over. What if? Because we've seen Joel Embiid when he's playing, ain't nothing like him.
Hey, lights out.
He's 7'1", 7'2", 325, 330, can shoot the 3. We've never seen a man his size, his weight, can shoot the 3 ball, put the ball on the floor, mid-range, can finish, go put it on the floor, get all the way to the rim. You can run anything with him. You can run dribble drive, dribble handoff, pick and pop. Offensively, he has no weakness. And he's a damn good defender.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Just can't stay healthy. He's just a big ass, he's a big ass man that had injuries as a young man.
Yeah.
That's exacerbated as he started to age.
Yeah.
I wish I could give you a better, and I'm trying to tell y'all, normally big young guys have problems with big men. Zion, he's hurt again, hamstring.
He got to lose some of that weight, huh?
My thing is that when you try to tell people that, oh, y'all picking on him, he been that size his whole life. Has he been playing NBA basketball his whole life?
Different. The type of energy you have to exert at the highest level is completely different.
He's always been the best. He's always been the best player. when high school, he was the best player. In college, he was the best player. He steps on the court every night. He is not the best player. All those guys are really good. All those guys. You know, there are a lot of guys that he played against in high school that didn't go to college. There's a lot of guys that he played against in college that didn't go to the NBA. Every guy that he steps on the court with is in the NBA.
Yeah.
So it takes a different level in order for you to perform. He could probably go in high school, probably go 70%.
Right.
And drop 30.
Yeah.
Because he was so much better than everybody else. In college, he was better than everybody else. Nah, bro. It takes a lot. And that's what, you tip it. Even if you don't like Bron, you don't like that he made the decision, you don't like anything about it.
Right.
You got to take your damn hat off. The man's played 22 years.
And most of those years.
And give you the performances that he's given you time and time again. Jordan, he wasn't going to cheat you. Kobe, they wasn't going to cheat you. Like I said, I think now, Ocho, I've already come to the conclusion. We're not going to see the guys in today's game, for whatever reason, play 82 games is not a badge of honor for them. It used to be, man, 82. I got me 82 of these things. I played every single game. It's just like baseball. Baseball today is that we see in these pitchers, pitch like, 5-man rotations.
Right.
Because basically everybody's going 5 innings. Maybe you go 6 complete games. Somebody throw a complete game. Hell, they run it on Sports Center. They run it on Sports Center like 5 or 6 times because it's such an anomaly now. You got guys you don't want to see go through the 4th time through the lineup, so you might make it 3 times through the lineup. After that, they go pull it. And now they go righty, they go lefty, you go set up, you go to you get into your bullpen at the 6th inning. I mean, you look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers bringing out guys to face one guy. Okay, you good, you gone. Okay, you come out, you lefty, they got 2 lefties, you face both of them, you gone. That's where it is now.
Right.
The days of you seeing the Nolan Ryans and you seeing those guys,
Randy Johnsons.
Nah, it ain't happening no more. It's not. It's not. And the thing is, when you see a talent like Joel Embiid, all you want him to do is maximize that talent because you realize what you're watching. You understand just how great it is. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see Joel Embiid at his best because the injuries won't allow it. We won't see it. We won't see it consistently. We've seen him. We know what he can be.
Oh, yeah. You said consistently. Okay. I see what you mean.
Night in and night out.
Right.
Night in and night out.
I mean, has there ever been a big man of that size that can do the things that he does on the court?
No. That's why Kareem was able to play as long as he did.
See? Okay.
Because what did he do? Kareem stretched. Kareem managed his weight. Kareem probably damn near the same size he was when he played as a 74, 75-year-old man.
He has a different frame, though, huh? He's got a different frame. Right.
So what should it, Ocho, if you're a big kid, you're going to be a big-ass man. What's the likelihood if you coming into the league at a 300-pound man in the NBA, you go out the league as a 300-pound man? Not if LeBron invests in his body. He made a decision that, I want to play as long as I possibly can, and these are the steps I need to take. Tom Brady says, I want to play as long as I can. Tom Brady said way back when he wanted to play until he was 50. We thought it was crazy.
Oh, he meant that.
He took the steps. You can't wait till you get to year 10 like, oh, man, I want to play. No. If you haven't taken those steps, if you haven't watched what you eat and you hadn't cleaned up your diet, you haven't done the thing, physios and PTs and all that stuff, hyperbaric chamber, cold tubs.
Hold on, Unc. When you talk about the steps, you talk about the steps of people that are of normal size. What steps can goddamn Joel Embiid take that can promise and guarantee that he can play an 82-game season consistently? Ain't
no guarantee, but without a diet and proper training, ain't no chance of it happening. You see, people think hard work guarantees you something. It doesn't guarantee you anything, but I can assure you this, without it, you got no chance.
Oh, yeah. You got
to, Ocho, you got to realize that's a big man and you're asking him to run up and down the court, jump up and down continuous, night in and night out. Do you know how much that is? Think about Ocho, think about how your knees and your ankles felt. You're a 185-pound man playing cutting.
Don't do that. Why don't cut me short? Don't cut off all my hard work. I done been in the gym now. I done got myself to goddamn 227.
You wasn't 227 when you played. I'm saying, think about how you felt with all that planting and cutting. Now, imagine before they had turf. When they had turf and they didn't have grass or they didn't have this field turf, what your knees felt like. Now imagine that. I'm gonna put another 100. I'm gonna put no, you know what? I'm gonna put 150 pounds on you.
On me?
On you, and ask you to do that same thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that would have worked, but listen, it's the fact that historically, big men haven't fared well at that size in the NBA. I thought people would be a little bit more lenient with Joel Embiid and understanding why he's having a load management instead of him actually playing night in and night out and then being out for the entirety of a season and missing more time again, as opposed to being load managing his body, understanding he can only do so much throughout an 82-game season.
Well, if you know you're heavy, what must you do? Manage your weight.
Yeah. Eat
properly. So do you think he can eat whatever he wants?
Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe he has a nutritionist. Maybe he does. Some of the things we hear about him, eating McDonald's or liking burgers.
Hear about it. You see it.
I know, but
proud of that. Eating on camera.
I'm sure that has changed at this point in his career. I'm sure it has.
Okay.
I'm sure he has a team of people, that do everything they can around the clock to make sure he can be healthy and be on the court and be available.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, scored 59 points in the Bucks' 127-120 win over the Pistons. It was a league high in points this year by a player and the second highest single game total for Giannis. He outscored the Pistons by himself in overtime, scoring 11 points to their 9. And he's the first Bucks player to go 5 for 5 or better in a single overtime period since play-by-play was first tracked in 1996-97. Tonight marks Giannis' 9th career game in which he scored 50 points and 10 rebounds, the third most in NBA history. Well, nobody is ever catching Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain has a total of 118 games in which he scored 50 points and has 10 rebounds. The next closest is Elgin Baylor, who's 102 games behind him. Elgin Baylor had 16 such games. Giannis is now in third place with 9. You would never guess who's in fourth place.
Who that?
There are 4 guys tied. James Harden, Joel Embiid, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Michael Jordan are all tied with 8 such games, 50 points and 10 rebounds. 2 guards are on the list. Nobody's surprised that Wilt Chamberlain. I could have told y'all to bet, like, anytime to have something to do with 50s,
right,
take Wilt. Anything they got to do with 60s, take Wilt. Anything they got something to do with 70s, take Wilt. Anything they got anything to do with 40s, take Wilt. Anything when it comes to scoring, take Wilt, and you're probably going to be right. But tonight, Giannis Antetokounmpo had a 50-10 game. If I'm not mistaken, I was watching the game. I think he had 22 points in the first quarter. His teammates had 2. The Pistons had 27. Maybe, you know what, Ocho?
Can he get some help though? Can he get some help?
Giannis, Dame was out tonight. And maybe it's just me, but I've watched these games. I've watched them play.
Right.
Giannis plays better when Dame's not in the lineup. Dame plays better when Giannis is not in the lineup. But that's not a good thing because they need to play great together in order for them to reach their ultimate destination. And people are like, well, they only been together for a little while. Giannis is not going to wait around for them to develop chemistry. They better figure this thing out.
Well, actually, they've already had a full season to develop chemistry. The honeymoon phase is over. They should know each other very well. He should be opening the car door. Man, don't get me started. The chemistry should already be there. It's the game of basketball. It's only 5 people on the goddamn court. It ain't 11. It ain't it should be a well-oiled machine after all this time. You had a training camp, you had a mini camp. I don't know how many goddamn camps they probably go through, and you've already had a full season. So at this point in year 2, with 2 players of that caliber that are that good, they should be able to mesh well together. Not, okay, you're not playing tonight and you go off for whatever points it may be. Okay, Giannis is not playing tonight and Dame goes crazy. Like, you guys just have to be on the same page on the same night and be just as efficient. I don't understand why one would play better when the other isn't playing. That makes no sense to me.
It's 2 superstar players. You would think they would be really, really great in the pick and roll. Well, they're okay in the pick and roll because Giannis is not a pick and pop player.
Right.
It's not like he got a mid-range game. He doesn't.
Wait, his mid-range has gotten a lot better now.
He doesn't have a mid-range game. Basically, Giannis is getting the ball and he's trying to go down the hill.
Downhill.
He's going to back you out and he's going to try to find a way to Euro step you and get down the hill. He doesn't like to play with his back to the basket. Right. He doesn't like to shoot the mid-range shot. He doesn't like to fall away. He's trying to get to the basket. He's going to try to up and under you. He's going to try to dunk on you, or he's trying to go over the wall and get to the lane. So it's like he's not like AD. AD can pick and pop. AD can roll to the basket. Yeah. AD can pick and pop. Okay, you can dribble drive. You can dribble handoff with him. There's a lot of different things that you can do with a guy like an AD, Joel Embiid, big guys that can shoot. That's not what Giannis is. Yeah, he can have a hot stretch here or there where he's making the mid-range shot, but that's really not what he wants to do.
Right.
But tonight, he was 21 of 44. He was 1 or 2 on threes. He shot 17 free throws. He was 16 of 17 from the free throw line. He had 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, only had 3 turnovers, played 44 minutes. He was great, and he had to be. Brook Lopez, 9 of 17, 5 of 8, 6 of 8 from the. He had 29. Torian Prince chipped in with 15. Gary Trent Jr. And you would think, the thing is, like, when you got Dame, a guy that can shoot the ball, I think a lot of what they're missing is on-ball defender. They really messed up when they let Holiday go.
Right.
Because he was their best perimeter defender.
Hey, I could be honest with you. I ain't know Drew Holiday was that damn good and valuable. And you never understand how good a player is until they leave a certain situation and they play with somebody else. Now you understand their true value and the struggles on why the Bucks are struggling in certain areas.
Sometimes, Ocho, we just look at the stat. Well, the guy's a 20 and 10 guy, or the guy does this or that. But Drew Holiday does so many other things. He's normally taking the best player from the opposing team, especially if he's probably a 3, 2, or a point. He's taking them. And now you got Derek White, who's also an elite defender. You got a Big Al, who can protect the paint. You got Porzingis, who can protect the paint. And now you got JT and JB that doesn't have to exert nearly as much energy taking guys that can go get 30, 25, 30, 35 points. So now you got 2 guys, you got 2 defenders, you got 2 guys that can protect the paint, and now you got your scorers that have energy to go score the basketball. Right. Like I said, I've watched them for a year. I know Giannis got hurt, missed some time last year. Dame got nicked. He's out right now dealing with, I'm not sure what he's dealing with, but watching them play over the course of last year into this year, those guys do play better separate than they play together.
Okay, we need to go to a Bucks game too. Then you get courtside seats.
Giannis made every basket for the Milwaukee in the first quarter, hitting 7 of 10 field goal attempts, and all 3 of his free throws. He had 22 of the team's 24 points.